Judges, ready for a countdown? We see all four colors. Red, white, blue, green. Here we go. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer. Okay, so 25-minute heats here in round one of the main event. We do have a rider up on the outside. That is white, Bo Nixon. And white still milking through here. That wave yet to break. Caught that one early. Bo Nixon, our Australian competitor in this heat, punches through that closeout section. Here we go. This is blue, Nolan Keolana from the west side. Out in front of a big section, and he kicks out. All right, good morning. And we are here for day number 2 at Sunset Beach for the Stand Up World Tour Sunset Beach Pro. And officially it's day number 3. We did do a day at Turtle Bay with the women's and the Nakamakai juniors. But this is day number 2. We're in the main event of round 1. We're in heat number 7. And the swell is still very large. It's 10 to 12 feet Hawaiian size. So we're looking at 20 to 25 foot faces. And the competitors are gearing up this morning. We had an 8 o'clock start, so we're just a few minutes into that heat number 7. And we're going to continue and finish out the end of this round and then get into our Ripacharge round and then back into some main round competition. So it should be an exciting day. Stay tuned with us on standupworldtour.com. And if you can make it down here to the beach, that's always the best way to watch a contest. It's live and direct. But just want to say good morning, aloha, and welcome to the Stand Up World Tour.
Well, it looks freaking solid, that banner behind
All right, so in this heat number 7, we got Robin Johnston from right here on Oahu, Bo Nixon from Australia, and Nolan Keolana from the west side of Oahu, out of Makaha. And in the green, we got Sven Peltonen from New Jersey. So Robin's in red, Bo's in white, Nolan's in blue, and Sven is in the green. Heat number 8 should get checked in. Justin Holland, Ian Vaz, Carlos Bahia, Garrett McNamara. Lori Henning, thanks for watching. Wherever you may be. I only know that you're watching because we're using Christian's phone as a timer here, and your text message came up. So it is very nice out here. It's early morning, 8 o'clock, and the sun has yet to peek over the mountain ridge here on the North Shore. But you can see it reflecting off the clouds very nicely, and it should fill in to be a pretty beautiful day. A little more clouds in the sky than as was yesterday, but we'll see what happens when that heat starts to come on and possibly help the clouds disperse and give us awesome lighting like it did all day yesterday. Just a phenomenal day of competition yesterday, with the swell starting in the 6 to 8 foot range and then rising to 10 to 12 foot solid Hawaiian surf here at Sunset Beach. We hope you enjoyed the replays and all the things that you were able to watch yesterday, as the live feed is available at standupworldtour.com. Just click on the live now or live feed button, and you should be able to get scores, replays, all that good stuff. Watch your shoes down there. Oh, man. Don't worry, they'll dry out soon enough. Not easy to run fast in this very deep Hawaiian sand. It's a beautiful morning. You guys are up early. You must be on a time change. Up at 4:30, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And now also wet-shoed. As we see a rider on the outside, that was White Bo Nixon, I believe. Just a incomplete maneuver, kind of caught a rail there. And it tends to have a little bit of morning sickness when you get surfing this early, that you can see the texture on the water on your screen there. A lot more current, a lot more bumps on the water, it seems like. But as the sun peaks over the mountain and the offshore winds fill in, the trades fill in, it seems to clean up just a little bit more. So in the morning, still very contestable, but just what we call a little bit of that morning sickness that happens here on the North Shore. And you can see it at places like Pipeline as well. It'll be kind of crumbly in the morning, but once that sun peaks over the ridge, all of a sudden it's kind of like magic. It just starts to turn on. So we'll see much more of that happening as the sun comes over the mountain here right behind us and gives a good, nice, bright light on the water. Mahalo to all of our sponsors, Starboard, as well as Pacifico, the Waterman League, Malibu Rum, Turtle Bay Resort, Maui Gym Sunglasses, and also mahalo to Hawaiian Water Patrol, a very intricate part in the contest running here at Sunset, especially with these stand-up boards and paddles. Just a little bit more equipment than your conventional surfing event, and Water Patrol helping secure the equipment for the competitors, and of course also there for water safety and the competitors' health and safety. So mahalo to Hawaiian Water Patrol for doing a great job as usual, the best in the business at water safety and life saving here on the North Shore. So scores coming in. We had Bo Nixon in white, had a 2.0. Highest wave of the heat so far goes to Red Robin Johnston. And this is blue on the outside, Nolan Keolana. He's got a 0.9 first ride. This one will be much better already. You see him weaving back and forth there, looking for more scoring potential on the inside section. Being very patient. You see the chatter and the bumps on that board. Goes for the top turn and digs a rail. Unfortunately, not able to make that turn. Meanwhile, on the outside, this is white Bo Nixon, our Australian competitor. And Bo Nixon working this one to the inside. Nice carving turn off the top right there. Switches the paddle, and then he goes down. All right, so today we do have an improvement in our live coverage as far as our commentating. I do have access to the live scoring and the web page that you guys are looking at. So very beautifully designed web page here. You see Turtle Bay logos, Stand Up World Tour logos, the GoPro logo. Also one of our main sponsors, as well as Amp Energy. And yet to see from green, Sven Peltonen in this heat so far.
Oh,
14 minutes. So second score from Bo Nixon comes in at a 0.85. Standing by for the score, the last score of blue, Nolan Keolana. As we see red, Robin Johnston. He's a former runner-up here in 2011. Runner-up to Kai Lenny. Almost took him out. Had a really good shot at winning that event that year. All right, so a little bit of reverse merchandise swag going on here. Stuff getting thrown up to me rather than me throwing it down. That's quite interesting. It's like somebody filmed it and then played it in reverse. We got some Maui Gym gear to give away for later on in the afternoon. Second score of Nolan Keolana comes in at a 3.75. And one of our production directors here, Christian Hennon, says hello to Joshua, his lovely baby boy, and his wife, Lori. All right, so some scores coming in. Last of Bo Nixon, a 5.75. So Bo goes to first place. Bo's in first. Robin Johnston in second. Nolan Keolana is in third. Nolan needs a 2.01, and Sven Peltonen needs a 5.76 to get up into second place. In this first round, there are no losers, so to speak. That's a great idea right there. Justin Holland going for the double leash action. That is not a bad idea, if you ask me, with the amount of pressure that's being put on the leashes in these big waves with these big boards. And you see him using two leashes on one leg just for reinforcement. And something to take note of, that might be a good strategy, as the swell still is very large. And you seen them, 2 leashes about. That was mean, huh? I'm Rocky Cannon, along with nobody at the moment, but we got Jace Lau on the way. He's going to be providing some expert commentary along with me as we see blue Nolan Keolana. He's up and riding on a nice big wave, looking for a score of a 4.01, because the last of Robin Johnston was a 6.6 tops in the heat. Nolan doing a nice job with the paddle switches and carving nicely up and down the wave. Hits the inside section. Maybe has one more opportunity there, and he takes advantage. And meanwhile, on the outside, really quick was Sven Peltonen in green. So Robin Johnston out in front with a 5.75 and a 6.6. Bo Nixon in second with a 5.75 and a 2.0. Nolan Keolana with a 3.75 and a 0.9. Standby for his last score. And we'll see how that helps his situation. He's looking for a 4.01 to get to second place. So we've got 12 heats of this round 1 main event action. As I said, there are no losers in this round. The top 2 surfers will advance to another round. They'll leapfrog into a round ahead. The bottom 2 surfers will be in the repecharge round. So 3rd and 4th will be competing in the next round, and then from there we'll have losers. Top 2 going to the next round, and the bottom 2 will be out of the competition. So everybody gets a second chance in this first round here. So that's something that I think is welcome to the competitors. If you have a shocker heat in this first round, you get a second chance in a repecharge. If you have 2 shockers in a row, well, sorry. You get to go surf somewhere else. That's the advantage. 8 minutes and 30 seconds here in heat number 1. 8:30 remaining. As we've been saying, waves are still in the very large range. And last score of Nolan Keolana, a 5.75. Nolan goes to second place. Third place, Bo Nixon. White, Bo Nixon, needs a 3.75. And the first score for Sven Peltonen comes in at a 3.0, so he had a quick ride in the midst of the action and providing some action of his own. Sven Peltonen in the green from New Jersey. Spends a lot of time here in Hawaii and surfs a lot here on the North Shore. Just about 7 minutes to go. There's a shot of Hawaiian Water Patrol. Looks like they're helping out Bo Nixon. Became detached from his board, it looks like. I thought I saw a white jersey riding on the back of the jet ski there. Hawaiian Water Patrol in existence since the late 80s, early 90s. And Hawaiian Water Patrol's owner, Terry Ahui, part of the innovative crew that thought of using jet skis as a way of expediting rescues. And they first started with boogie boards on the back of the jet ski attached to the ski as a way to, as kind of a buffer, as a rescue sled to pull people onto the jet ski. And used it in the city and county as a rescue tool, and now has evolved into a private company and has also spread among many surf areas throughout the world. Almost every surf culture has a jet ski with a patented rescue sled attached to the back for ocean rescues and water rescues. I think even the military has usage for those rescue sleds and wave runners in rivers and lakes when they go do missions. So Hawaiian Water Patrol, very innovative. Hawaiians invented surfing. Hawaiians also invented a way to rescue surfers in a more swift fashion with the jet skis. So doing a great job here. There you see them on the screen again. And they were helping Bo Nixon locate his surfboard, his stand-up paddleboard, which washed in all the way almost to the shore. So as we see green, Sven Peltonen, he's currently in 4th place. He needs a 6.5. So that's a pretty big score that he needs to amass. It would have to be the 2nd highest scoring ride of the heat. So just about 3 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in heat number 7, our first heat of the morning. This is day number 2 of the Sunset Beach Pro, day number 3 of the Stand-Up World Tour event number 1. We had a historical women's Stand-Up World Tour event at the Turtle Bay Women's Pro, and it was won by Nicole Pacelli. So the ladies do have a world tour, a stand-up world tour in the making. They're going to be on all the stops with the boys throughout the year, throughout the season. And that was a big wipeout there. Straightening. One minute, 20 seconds, and we're going to check out a quick replay of Nolan Keolana getting engulfed and swallowed and exploded by whitewater. Look at that, just shooting up out of the screen. A very large wave, and we'll make sure he's okay. Looks like he broke his leash. I see his board tumbling in the white water. There's Hawaiian Water Patrol with Nolan on board. Larry Haynes also in tow. And looks like Kavika Foster driving Larry Haynes and Nolan Keolani. See the board tumbling into Val's Reef. Here we go, counting down 30 seconds. So that'll be all for Nolan's heat, but he's in second place along with Robin Johnston in the lead. Here we go. Counting down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's the end of heat number 8. Robin Johnston in first, Nolan Keolana in second, Bo Nixon in third, and Sven Peltonen finishes in fourth. Robin and Nolan advanced on to the next round. Bo Nixon and Sven Pelton will go to the repechage. Oh, Robin, you just get them, eh? Come in early, everything, eh? Save the ball and the energy. There you go. Here we go. Counting down to start. Heat number 8 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is heat number 8. Justin Holland in red, Ian Vaz in white, Carlos Bahia in blue, and Garrett McNamara in green. Check in for your heat number 9. Arsen Harihoy, Aaron Napoleon, Guillaume Borgeliu, and Keikoa Awai. And right now we're going to take you down to the beach. Standing by is the winner of the last heat, Robin Johnston. Take it away, Robin.
So Robin, it's a pretty big out there this morning. How did it look out there when you got it?
Well, from the beach it looked lumpy and big. However, when I got out it was even bigger than I thought, because what I didn't realize was there's still the odd cleanup set. Last night I guess the swell got real big in the evening, and there's still the odd real big one. And I guess there's more swell coming. So yeah, it's pretty intimidating just to like not get cleaned up. My friend Bo Nixon was out there and he was just getting thrashed at the end of that heat. He was in a really bad spot. Thank goodness for the Hawaiian Water Patrol for that.
Right on. While you're through to the next round, it's a good way to start today, right?
Yes, thank you.
Cool, man. Thanks, Robin.
Thank you. Chee! Aloha.
Nolan Keolana finishing second in that last heat. Congratulations, Robin and Nolan, advancing to the next round. So you guys get to take a breather. Good show of sportsmanship right there. And Nolan Keolana, City and County Lifeguard. Mahalo to all of our water safety personnel and what they do for us in and out of the water on the beach. And here, this is white, I believe, Ian Vaz. And Ian carving nicely off the top. A nice roundo right there for Ian. He is a competitor from Brazil, one of two from Brazil in this heat. A nice top turn there once again from Ian. And meanwhile on the outside, it is Justin Holland sporting the double leash. The Aussie surfer, the athlete, doing very good on this wave as well. Carving nicely off the bottom, off the top, and I might have jinxed him there. Caught a rail and went down. And Justin with a nice couple of turns, and then loses control on that final maneuver as that section comes towards him. Our other Brazilian in this heat is Carlos Bahia, and our lone Hawaiian in this heat is Garrett McNamara. So we got an Australian, 2 Brazilians, and a Hawaiian. Coming up next, heat number 9, Arsene Harihoy, Aaron Napoleon, Guillaume Borligiu, and Kekoa Awai. Here we go. That is, I believe that's, could be green Keikoa Awai, or that last ride could have been Keikoa Awai, because our screen here, it's very hard to differentiate between the white and the green. Sorry, that could have been Garrett McNamara. We'll get that clarified, especially when the scores come in. We'll see who got what, but I'm looking on my monitor here, and it's a little difficult to tell white from the light blue or the green jersey that we are using for green. And with the sun yet to peek over the mountain, it is a little bit of a low lighting, but it's just starting to hit the outside lineup now as we see a paddler. This is blue, we can tell you that. This is Carlos Bahia. And Carlos, nice slashing turn, but catches his inside rail, trying to do a little too much tweak on that one maybe. And catches a rail, goes down face first. We're standing by for scores to come in, and we'll let you know how they filter in when we're updated on our screen here. Time remaining 19 minutes, 20 seconds, 19:20. We are doing a simulcast. We're broadcasting live on the beach. All of my words are transmitting live to the beach crowd as well as to the live web viewers online at standupworldtour.com. As we saw a ride from red Justin Holland and a wipeout on the outside right off the takeoff. Very brief ride from green Garrett McNamara. And just want to remind the competitors that you must stand up and paddle at all times possible. And such as white is doing right there. That's Ian Vaz. It's a good idea to have a board caddy on these kinds of days as well, so you have someone paddle out an additional board and a paddle, and also with a pair of swim fins, because when he gives the board to you, he's got to swim in. As we see green on a nice big drop here, that's Garrett McNamara. And here we go. This is white. Just a quick in and out there. First score for white comes in at a 6.25. First score of Ian Voss, a 6.25. First score for Justin Holland, a 4.0. Second score of Justin Holland, a 2.25. First score for Garrett McNamara, a 1.25. Second score, a 0.25. And the first score for Carlos Bahia is a 1.1. Time remaining in this heat, 16 minutes and 15 seconds. Hey, the young couple. You guys are on camera. The young couple watching with the wet shoes down there. They have been here since early in the morning. They've got their binoculars checking out the action. And you see Ian Voss attempting there, jumps off his board for putting on the brakes. Here's Red stroking into this one, up and riding. This is Justin Holland, our Australian competitor, currently in second place. Nice slashing turn right there from Justin. Nice paddle technique right there, switching it up for the roundhouse cutback. Keeps it on that side, into the whitewater, and through with wave number 3. Wow, nice big drop for blue. Carlos Bahia carving off the top. And yet another nice little top turn there for Carlos from Brazil. And working that board really nicely across the face. Little check turn there. And we'll make it to the shoulder. Meanwhile, on the outside, it's white Ian Voss. And Ian with some open face to work with. Throwing a little bit of tail right there on that turn, and yet again. I want to say good morning and aloha to Michael and Susan tuning in from Vancouver. And they definitely wish that they were here, and we wish you were here too, because it is another beautiful Hawaiian day in February. I'm not sure what the temperature is in Vancouver this time of year, but I'm sure for me anything below 70 is cold. So I'm sure by my standards where you are, Michael and Susan, it is freezing. But the waves have continued to roll in today. Great swell. Awesome conditions. We should see improving conditions as the day goes on. We've got 11 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this heat number 8. And heat number 9 is on standby. And I'm sporting my new North Shore Guides Club t-shirt. This is something new that we're starting at Turtle Bay Resort. And specializing in showing visitors the true North Shore and just the awesome experiences and adventures that we have here on the North Shore. As we see a nice shot of the beach, and yeah, see it here? North Shore Guides Club, with a beautiful water drop design inlaid in the NS, and my Surf for the Bar hat too, representing. There's always something fun going on at Surf for the Bar every night of the week. I specialize in Tuesday night Kanikapila Tuesdays. Open mic night, if you will. We have sign-ups, and some of the best local musicians from around the island come and share their music. And then, of course, the really cool thing is when we have guests that are staying in the hotel and they didn't bring their instruments, and they get to just borrow or jump on stage with the house band, the Kanikapila band, Uncle Dennis and those guys that we have there. And, oh, man, it's so fun. It's a weeknight, it's a Tuesday night, but most nights it feels like it's a Friday. People come out in droves to hear the music and to hang out for the Primos on Special and have a good time. But that's every Tuesday. And then we have Talk Stories there. We have live bands there on the weekends, Hawaiian Music Mondays. Just all around great times at Surf for the Bar. And right now in this heat, we've got 8 minutes and 55 seconds. And it looks like Carlos Bahia able to jump out on top as we see green up and riding. Garrett McNamara, big wave specialist, now trying his luck at stand-up paddle surfing. A nice top turn there for Garrett. And another nice little turn there as Garrett works his way to that inside wall. And out the back on a big burly wave, but stuck behind the section just a little bit. Has to be determined to stay with it, and he does. Justin Holland gets around it. Yet to see a turn, however, from surfer in red Justin Holland. A little frustrated, I think, with the action on that wave, or lack of, I should say, as Garrett finishes at Val's Reef. So Carlos Bahia is in first with a 6.7 score and a 1.1. Ian Vaz is in second with a 6.25 and a 0.5. So Carlos and Ian, Brazilians, sitting 1 and 2. The Australian Justin Holland is in third with a 4-point score and a 2.25. He needs a 2.76 to move up into second place. Garrett McNamara is in fourth, needing a 3.26 to get to second. Stand by for the last scores. Oh, and just got word from Michael and Susan that it is 41 degrees and burr cold in Vancouver. And that is quite a bit colder than what it is here. Up and riding on the outside, this is blue, Carlos Bahia. And Carlos carving a nice couple of turns on his forehand. And slicing into a nice cutback right there. And then more action out the back as we have white Ian Voss up and riding. And I'm joined now by Anthony Vella, who had a couple of heats yesterday in these great sunset conditions. And Anthony, good morning. How you feeling today?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm really stoked, Rocky. Checking out the webcast this morning before I got a chance to drive up here. It's looking so very nice. Look at that. Got all the scores, got the replays. It's really getting better and better by the day, just like the waves.
Yep, we have improved our live coverage here, of course, with the advantage of being able to see the replays and being able to see the scores, being able to see the beautiful live page that our viewers are getting to look at, and it's a very beautiful design. I like the black background and makes everything pop off very nicely.
I agree, and the sponsors are happy as well. GoPro, right there on the screen page, looking very nice. All the other sponsors, Starboard, AMP, they're getting really nice positioning on the new web design. All the surfers are working on their positioning right now in this heat, kind of in between sets. And it's just getting better. It's so amazing, Rocky, where this tour has come, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yep, we are in the midst of heat number 8 of the first of the main round, and it is coming down to the 5-minute mark. Heat number 9 is on standby. And there you see Water Patrol with our competitors in the background.
It's also great for the competitors out in the water and also the fans on the beach to be able to hear all the scores, to get the live updates. Although with the crashing waves, it's difficult to hear out there sometimes, but when there's a little bit of a lull, the competitors are able to hear what we're saying. They can hear their scores and know the positioning right now. We've got white in first with a total heat score of 12.35. Blue, you're in second with a 7.8 combined heat score. We've got a close third in red. That's Justin Holland with a 7.25 combined heat score. He needs a 3.25 to advance into second. Justin, you need a 3.25 to advance into second. Here's Justin up and riding. Justin taking off deep. Nice off the top, throwing lots of spray. Coming off the bottom again. Boom, another solid top turn. Racing down, just getting caught by that lip, but Justin definitely did his work out the back, getting in a couple of nice top and bottom turns. Garrett McNamara with a 4.75 combined heat score. He's still looking to get a nice big one. Garrett recently surfing some big waves out over in Portugal. Is that Portugal, Rocky?
I'm pretty sure that was Portugal. And look at this score that we got coming in for Ian Voss. His last wave, an 8.5. That's the best score of the day so far. And he backs that up with a 6.25. And that's a pretty good combo right there for Ian Voss. Carlos Bahia currently in second. Justin Holland just out of second in third place, needing a 3.81 to get into second. And Garrett McNamara, you know, specializing in the big surf, of course, towing in and using the wave jets and all that. But in this heat right now, he's in fourth, needing a 4.31.
We've got Justin Holland trying to make it out the back, diving under that one. Justin's paddling over into the channel after getting a nice bomb out the back. Yeah.
Rocky Cannon with Anthony Vella here in day number 2 of the Sunset Beach Pro of the Stand-Up World Tour. Yeah, we had a historic day number 1. Actually, this is day number 3, technically, of the event. We had a historic day number 1 at Turtle Bay with the Women's Stand-Up World Tour getting kicked off. And also a great showing by the Nakamakai Juniors, the Youth Challenge. So that was all at Turtle Bay on Wednesday. That was day one, and then we were here yesterday for day two, but it was just day one of the men's. So a great event, 4 days total of running, and looks like we're going to be able to possibly go bang, bang, bang all the way through with the no shortage of swell.
What a week of stand-up paddle surfing for all the fans out there throughout the world. We've got competitors, from so many different countries being able to watch the live webcast of the Nakamakai youth and also the women's. We've got Garrett McNamara, it looks like. Excuse me.
That's Carlos. That's the blue. Almost lost control there. Regains composure. And I talked about it a little earlier, Anthony. You can see a little bit of texture on the water, a little bit of that kind of, we call here on the North Shore, morning sickness. But it seems like once the sun peaks over the mountain and starts shining and the trades fill in, it tends to clean up throughout the day. But Carlos, almost a victim right there of that little chop, but recovered nicely.
Yeah, we heard Robin Johnson speaking about that earlier in the interview today here on the live webcast if you're watching around the world. We've got interviews with the competitors. We'll have guests up in the booth. We've got scores. This is just an amazing day here at the Stand Up World Tour at Sunset Beach.
1 minute remaining, 1 minute to go, and this that was Ian Voss having a look and could not stroke into that one right there. So he'll aggressively paddle back out and possibly try to catch this one in position. Great drop right there. Oh, almost lost it. Held on. Ian Voss, your current heat leader. Looking for open face. Nice top turn.
Continuing to milk this one all the way in. He knows there's not too much time left, so he's just trying to maximize the score. We have Red taking off out the back.
This is an important wave for Justin Holland. He's in third place, 15 seconds to go. He needs a 9.75. Counting down. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Justin needed a big score on that last one. Not sure he was able to get a 9.75. So it looks like Ian Voss, Carlos Bahia finishing 1 and 2. Justin Holland and Garrett McNamara in third and fourth going to the repecharge round. We're on standby to start heat number 9.
Heat number 9 in the water on standby. This is a stacked heat like all of them, but this is also a heat amongst friends. We've got Arsen, I believe, is staying at Aaron Napoleon's house, and now they're out there in a heat together. I wonder what they're talking about waiting for the heat to begin. Competitors in the water, we're still on standby. Still on standby, waiting for some of the scores to lock in.
Here we go. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the water, we have heat number 9 of the first round. We've got a bomb set approaching, catching a couple of the competitors a little bit inside. This is one of the bigger sets of the day, perhaps breaking a little bit closer to the point. In red, we've got Arsen Harehoe from Tahiti, Aaron Napoleon. In white, Guillaume Burligu in blue, and Keikoa Owai in green. Keikoa Owai, one of the standouts in the trials yesterday. I believe Keikoa is riding Donald Takayama Hawaiian Pro Design. One of the competitors continuing to ride boards from a sponsor throughout the ages. Ian Vaz coming in from his heat. Ian, you were ripping out there.
Why are you guys going to interview him? He lost. Did he? Yeah.
Just on screen watching this set approach.
You guys should interview Ian or Carlos.
Yeah, get Ian or Carlos after Wilson, right?
We don't want to talk to losers.
Whoa, I can't tell what color that is. Taking off deep. It looks like white.
Green, that is green Keikoa Owai. And look at these waves on the outside, Anthony. It is still macking Sunset, and the tide is very low. Oh, man. This is one of the biggest sets. Go get him, Uncle Koa. Yep, we got to get that sign on camera
Yes.
right there.
We've got
Oh,
some
stay right
fans
there.
on the
Stay
beach.
right there. Point it up at Uncle Matty right there. Yep, that is Keikoa's fan club all the way from Waianae, from the west side. Go get him, Uncle. You notice the spelling, huh? That's how we spell Uncle over here. U-N-K-O. Yep. All right, that's beautiful.
We've got the Hawaiian Water Patrol out there making sure all the competitors are safe.
And now we're going to toss it down to our Aussie competitor from that last heat, Justin Holland.
Yeah, it was a little tricky. We had a couple of big bombs come through early, and you always puts the second doubt in your mind. But no, I just tried to hunt kind of the middle-sized ones. The bigger ones were kind of you're just surviving down the face. So trying to turn in the bowl, I think, is definitely the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, no, I had a few serves, and yesterday afternoon was pretty challenging. You might have seen on the web there late yesterday afternoon there was some like closeout sets through the channel, so we were out there in the middle of that, which was fun. But yeah, you know, it's a little bit of luck out there today, but yeah, we'll see how we went. Cheers, thanks guys.
And it looks like Arsen Harehoe was on the beach there. And now we're going to throw it down to Ian Vaz, who was one of our top two in that last heat.
Ian, so you can put in the next one that you can. I don't know, I'm so stoked. Because I'm always scared to surf sunset, even like this, like huge. And I get 4 waves. It was so fun. I've never felt so fun in sunset in all my life. I don't know if I was scared or if I was stoked, but bro, it was fiery. My brother was outside with me, and I don't know, bro. I'm so stoked. Thanks.
All right, so mahalo, Ian, and great job out there. Ian had some pretty nice scores along with fellow Brazilian Carlos Bahia. Time remaining right now in this heat is 20 minutes. We want to call heat number 10 to check in. Heat number 10, please check in. Peo Lizarazu, Keahi Deaboitz, Noah Yap, and Ayrton Cozzolini. Please check in heat number 10. So official time remaining 19 minutes and 30 seconds. We do have a little bit of a delay on our official time from the time that is reflected on StandUpWorldTour.com. But no worries, as long as our competitors know that they have 25 minutes. And look at that, down the beach. Hey, Matty, broken board. Should I film that way down there?
I think that's Arsen Hadehoy's board.
Oh, man.
His replacement was ready to go. His handler's on the beach. Rogue,
There's-
Team Rogue is in the house.
There's our first official broken board of the Stand Up World Tour Sunset Beach Pro.
That's
And-
Brennan Rose getting ready for his heat coming up later. Rogue Team Rider getting Arsen's board. Arsen's just waiting for a little bit of a lull to paddle out, but even the shore break here at Sunset Beach is very difficult even for these top competitors. Arsen used to the big waves of Tahiti. He'll have no problems negotiating this shore break once Mother Nature lets up and gives him a chance to paddle out. You'll see the sets are coming, but like Rocky said earlier, there's still a little bit of morning sickness in the water. So sets are breaking all over the place, catching competitors out of position, but I guarantee you this next set, we're going to have someone getting some scores.
And that board, it's got to be a powerful wave to break one of these stand-up boards if you got to consider the thickness on these boards. You know, a lot of guys are riding them a lot shorter, but it's hard to get away from the thickness because you do have to stand up on the board while you're paddling out. So, you know, the thickness is still there, and for a wave to break a board of that thickness in half, it's got to be powerful.
Imagine what was happening to his body while the wave was breaking his board.
I tell you, he was getting the washing machine effect for sure and kind of catching his breath on shore right now. And just want to give a shout out to brother Matt, who's watching online on the West Coast. And we want to let you guys know that our Turtle Bay contest, our giveaway, is wrapping up. We had a free trip giveaway. All of the stops we were doing this past 2012, we were doing this giveaway. All you had to do was scan it with your iPhone or enter online, and you could win a free trip for two to Hawaii, to the North Shore, to stay at Turtle Bay for 1 week, all free. All adventure pass. That means you get to surf for free, stand-up paddle for free, ride the helicopter for free. All adventure pass. You get free dinner. You get one free meal and a bunch of Turtle Bay swag. How's that for a giveaway contest?
All for free. That is incredible. We've got up and riding. Looks like green. Keikoa Owai cutting back into the power source of the wave. Nice turn off the top. Setting up for something on the inside. Keikoa putting his first score on the board. Really trying to make the most out of this wave. Kicking out. He'll paddle back out. Stoked to get a score on the board.
Oh, I'm sure his cheering gallery is satisfied with that score, or at least with that wave, getting him on the board. He adding to his 2.5 that he's already got on there. So he'll chalk up another score. So as we wait for Keikoa Owai's second score to come in, we take a look at the beach and see our next heat heading out into the water. That's Noah Yap and Ayrton Cozzolini. Cozzolini was able to pull some chop hops yesterday, getting the board out of the water and spinning it around. That was interesting. Not the most critical maneuvers, but nonetheless kind of cool to see it being done on a stand-up paddleboard. Hawaiian Water Patrol and Larry Haynes waiting patiently for the next ride to track and film. Second score for Keikoa Owai comes in at a 4.0. Second score of Green, a 4.0. Green is in the lead. It looks like our other surfers have not really been in too much action yet, according to the score sheet that's available on the webcast. And some early morning spectators. Good morning in the striped shirt, black and white stripes. How are you? Give a wave to the camera. Yeah, you guys are on TV. Aloha. Good morning. Yes. Hi. Welcome. Yeah. Great to have you here. And you got the right equipment for Sunset Beach viewing. Those binoculars are going to help you out a lot.